Welcome back, friends, to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Today, I am so excited to bring you number 9 of the Mystery Marvel Legends series that we're doing here on Super Channel G. And I can't wait to show you, let's get a little glimpse of what's in here. And again, for Season 2, Volume 2, whatever you want to call it, we have 3 action figures there. So I can't wait to get started. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it to get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And I can't wait to get started. So give us a thumbs up before we get started and tell us where in the world you're watching from. And I'd love to read your comments all the time. Try and get back to as many of them as I can. And at least give them a heart and a thumbs up. To let you know that I read them, because I read each and every single one of them. There's so many that I may not be able to get back to each and every single one of you, but I do try. So talk to us in the comments, give a thumbs up, and click that share button with everyone. So that way you can share it with others and they'll love it, and so on and so on. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Super Channel G.
Alright friends, so I can't wait another minute. We're gonna go ahead and jump right on in and let's take a look. And let's see our very first Mystery Marvel Legends. Why don't you take a guess? And be like, ooh, it's gonna be, whoa, it's gonna be Elektra. Look at that. I'm super excited. Let's move our other legends out of the way just for a moment. And let's stop and think about how amazing this Elektra looks, especially because it looks very much like the series. Look at that. From Daredevil. So it looks absolutely outstanding and so excited to take a look at this one, and let's just dive right on in. So first of all, look at how wonderful this logo looks right here. Look, obviously it says Elektra, and this is from the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure series of obviously Hasbro's Marvel Legends series. So man, I'm super excited. We haven't done a review on this of this one on this channel yet, so you're getting a brand new review right here, even though it's not a brand new figure. This figure came out, if I had to guess, yep, 2017. But man, what an outstanding action figure. Look at that. So this is who's in this set, and this is the awesome Man-Thing you get to build, right? So he's huge, looks awesome, and in this set is Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra, Jessica Jones, Marvel's Blade, and Bullseye. Obviously, this is the one that looks the least like real people from the shows, so this one's definitely from the comics, and so perhaps this one too, but man, don't these look just like the Netflix series. So super excited to get this open. Look at this awesome artwork on the side. We have what appears to be a mirror image, the exact same art, but then a picture of the action figure in action. So let's read what it says. Look at this awesome Elektra logo right here, right? So let's read what it says right back here. It says, both a wealthy heiress and a trained assassin, Elektra, oh, I forgot how to pronounce her last name, Nachios, is a mysterious woman from Matt Murdock's past who unexpectedly returns to his life. Man, forgot about that part. But yeah, doesn't this look amazing? Let's just dive right on in. So, oh, I thought I already got it. The little cut, I guess not. Boom! Right, here we go. And look at this awesome background right here, where it's showing like a comic book version of buildings in the city. So let's take a look. Look at this crazy looking leg. Got such great sculpt to it. Look at the awesome paint also. It's not just a solid color. And they put a lot of love into this Man-Thing leg and foot, especially. You know, definitely got a little bit of reminiscent of Swamp Thing, obviously, but of course that would be DC. But this one definitely looks outstanding. And then if you compare this leg to hers, you'll see how he's definitely going to be, quite a bit taller. All right, so let's set that aside. And let's get her on out of here. Here we are. Let's get both of these psi weapons right here. And yes, I'm super excited. All right, so let's take a closer look. Let's zoom right on in here. And first of all, let's take a look. Look how great this action figure looks. So let's see what sort of, wow, okay. I'm like, is this a joint? Ooh, I'm like, no, it's definitely not. I definitely just broke it. All right, so I was like, it's so loose, it's a joint. Definitely not, so don't do what I did. And luckily I got some super glue and we'll put it right on in there. So, all right, let me just grab it right now. Okay, so that would put that under the epic fail column, because I'm like, hey, look. But actually, to be honest, that'd be cool if I just put a little bit and then have it as, so this might be a happy accident, because I can definitely perhaps just put some super glue, which I didn't anticipate this turning into a custom, but I can definitely just put a little bit of layer here, and oops, this gel right here. Of course, it's not going to dry by the end of the video, but if I put it on right there, it'll make it just a little bit thicker, and it might actually fit in a little bit tight there, and I'll be able to pose it. So I'm just gonna swap the heads out, because I was like, you know what, let me not let it dry for now, but look how great this face sculpt looks. She's got her mask on right here. That looks super cool. And of course, we've got some great articulation. Obviously, depending on the hair will determine how far it goes back. Super cool action figure. And then let me put this aside so I can glue it right now. I just realized I can't turn it around after I've glued it, so let's put this one in here, and then be careful with the hair, obviously. So I'm like, what? Maybe this is a joint. Let me turn it. Ah, you thought. Okay, it won't happen twice. But man, this head sculpt's even better. Look at this. So outstanding. Obviously, watch out for this hair. And I'm like, All right, so look how great this face sculpt looks. Pivots, turns, and so this is outstanding. Look at right here. Let's see what sort of shoulder movement's nice and smooth. If you support right there and push it in, the arms will go this much, and she's definitely pretty buff. Look at that. Okay, the arms come into about a 90-degree angle, and wow, look how she has her hand open to hold it like this, coming out open like that, and this one, either up or down like that in her arms. So it looks pretty good. They got full mobility on the wrists. They turn and pivot. So that's really outstanding. And then right here under the rib cage, she's got some pretty good articulation, and it stays pretty solid. Look at that. So that's outstanding. Okay. So we'll get to put her psi in her hand in just a minute. Oh, there we go. It was nice and tight right here on the knee joint. We've got double joints because she's very, how do I say, not nimble, but she can definitely, I'm like, why can't I think of the word? I was trying to think of how I would describe Spider-Man. Oops, agile. There we go. Oh, this top part of the knee is not wanting to work with me. Let's see. There we go. Let's support it. Ugh, it's not moving at all. So look at that. Because I'm definitely wanting to support it as I move it down and not just jam it in there. So we'll keep that in mind. Definitely the knees are not loose. I will say that much. And then of course the ankles, look at that. They definitely pivot and tilt and move on really good. Well, I'm gonna say really good? Nah, really well. Okay, good. And so the head comes forward and back. Look at that. Pretty awesome. And let's take a look at these. So we can actually put this in here like this, and then have this go in between the fingers. Look at that. Oh, but that's what it's supposed to do, but since it's so soft, it's kind of gonna bend. So that looks outstanding, reminiscent of Raphael from the Ninja Turtles. So that looks amazing. I actually love the way they did that. Look at that. And then this one, we're gonna have it like that. Look at that. We'll have it down again like Raphael. So from the 2012 Turtles, which I think would be absolutely outstanding. Let's bring on here. You know, the fact that she can definitely have the mobility in her legs and her arms and everything is really great. I'm just a little disappointed that her hips don't come higher up, because she should be able to bring her knee up like this, like Spider-Man. So that's really the only letdown on this figure, because otherwise this is an absolutely outstanding action figure. There, I'm like trying to support both the top and the bottom part of the knee. All right, let's turn this. Let's turn this here, and I want to be able to get a pretty good little action pose going here. Let's have that right there. I don't want to pop the head off like I did a second ago. And there we are. Look at that. So if I can get her to stay with this pose, it'll be good. It's just she's a little off center. Let's bring this leg in a little bit, and let's see if that works good. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it go off camera. I was just really involving. So that's really awesome. I'm actually just gonna bring the arm up just a little bit so that it's an even better camera shot. But man, that's pretty good right there. Pretty good. Let me just tell you that. I'll tell you what. Man, that looks pretty awesome. So, I think so. I'm pretty sure you do too. And just don't pop the hair off like I did. It was like, epic fail. Alright, let's move on to our next action fig. What do you say? You want to just put it in the background? Sure, why not, right? Look at that. That looks outstanding. Let's turn her just a little bit. There we go. Alright. So, let's see who we've got next. What do you say? Okay, next we are gonna do, right here, it is gonna be, dun 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 dun. Did you guess yet? Because time's up. It is, boom, Yondu. And let me tell you, you guys have been asking about Yondu like crazy ever since we did the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 second wave. You've been like, where's Yondu? Where's Yondu? Where's Drax? Where's Yondu? And so they weren't in that series. They were in this one, in Marvel's Titus. And he's a pretty cool looking dude right there. It says it right here. And of course, look at that awesome Guardian symbol. Look, we got two head sculpts just like we did on our Electra. So that's really awesome. And then we have, of course, his arrow that he moves around by with a whistle. And we have Titus's arm, the right arm, with a blaster on that. Look at that. This is who else is in this series. There's Drax, Yondu. Is that Astro Vance? I'm like, all of a sudden I couldn't remember his name. We have Angela. We have, oh no, here we go again. I'm gonna say the wrong name. I was like, first I was like Darkhawk and Nighthawk and Nightwing, and I said every name but who he actually was. And so we also have Nova. What's interesting about this Nova is that he's small. Like he's definitely not the full size, because there's another Nova that's definitely as tall as basically this Star-Lord right here. And this awesome Star-Lord. This Star-Lord does not have a Build-A-Figure piece. These do. So these are the 6 core figures, and this is technically the lead-off figure, even though at the time there weren't lead-off figures yet. So let's get this open. And then if you'll remember correctly, we did that Star-Lord not too long ago. We actually have him right on over here. He's actually an incredible action figure. If you go back and check our Mystery Marvel Legends, if you don't remember it or haven't seen it, go back and see if you can find out which one it was in. I won't tell you, that way I don't ruin the surprise. Obviously he's hidden in one of those episodes. Let's get this Yondu. Oh wait, let me not get ahead of myself. Let's take a look, see what it says right here. Here he is whistling away, and it's coming straight out of his belt. So look, I was about to zoom in here instead of on our camera. I was like, oops, oops, oops. Alright, it says, a captain of the Ravager faction, Yondu is a powerful warrior shrouded in mystery. And yeah, buddy, we didn't know how awesome Yondu was going to be until Volume 2. Because Volume 1, I was like, man, he's just, you know, obviously the Marvel Cinematic Universe takes its own like liberties when it comes to telling the story. So sometimes the stories change. So Yondu, I was like, man, I guess he's just gonna be a bad guy, but he wasn't. He was super awesome. Man, look at this. Check this out. This looks absolutely outstanding. And it's got a super tight in there. And then look how big this arm is compared to Yondu. Let's definitely take this out. Take it out with care because you got to slide that out of there. And it looks like we either got to slide this out to the back or pull it all forward. Which would we rather do? Man, I guess pull it all forward. I guess. Because it was starting to get stuck. Ooh, that's not going to fit that way. Guess we have to go back. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. And yeah, buddy. So just throwing this out there. I'm sure you know, but this happened, you know, obviously in the movie, but he needs this to control that arrow. So this is a really cool head sculpt. Look, there he is whistling. Looks really good. Looks just like him. I gotta say, it looks outstanding. And they ripped this out of his head. So look at this awesome jacket. Look at that Guardian symbol right there. And yeah, it looks amazing. Now I wonder if we just took this off, if it would still look kind of alright. Perhaps. Because usually, you take off the jacket and the sleeves just don't match at all. But this one looks like it absolutely could. Look at that. It absolutely could. So that's awesome. But since we don't see him like that in the movie, we'll just leave the jacket on, his coat, put his arms back through there, and just tell you, obviously you got to see some of the detail there, but look at this awesome detail and sculpt. Look at that. I even like how the collar's like half up, half not, because that's a nice little touch. Look at this shading right here on this jacket. They just a lot of love went into this Yondu. And I'm gonna switch these heads out. Put that back away. Switch these head sculpts out. And look at this. Careful when you're putting this in, not to knock this off. Let's see, the arm's a little looser on the elbow, but look at this. Moves pretty well on the shoulders, all the way around, so that's good. Turns above the bicep. Oh no, that was almost disastrous. How the arm is shaped, look at this. It's actually kind of loose here, so when I pushed it there, I pushed it too hard. It's making more contact on one side than the other. It almost like shoved it to the side. I definitely don't want it to tear, even though it's plastic and it's, you know, whatever. It's not super strong right there. Look at that. So be careful when you're posing these arms. No wonder they were loose, super loose. Look at that. But they still articulate well and they still stay. So just keep that in mind. So they bend back and forth right here at the wrist, around. Same thing with this one. Looks great. Look at that. I'm really digging this mold. Again, look at how amazing this coat looks. Man, look at all that. It's amazing detail. And there's this holster right there where he keeps this arrow. Let's see what sort of articulation we get in the legs. We got double joints here at the knees. It's got some good pivot going on right here in the ankles. Not amazing, but really good. Look at that. No, it's pretty great actually. And then you don't need Yondu to be like super extra flexible and posable. Got obviously these good double joints. The knee isn't like super strong like I thought it might be. See, it's right here. Same thing here. But overall, really where this figure is awesome is in the sculpt. So look at that. Put that right there. And we can have this like flying out. Look at that. Now it's not as far popping out as I thought it was going to be. Let's take a look at this picture again. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's see what we got going on here. So it has it kind of like down there. Well, it has it showing as if it can come out like this, but it can't stay unless it's... Anyway, so let's pull this straight out like that. And there we go. Well, anyway, it obviously doesn't look exactly like that, but we can still get some sort of semblance of that. So we can put him right here in this belt, and have him standing like this. Let's straighten his legs out. Have him, because Yondu is definitely a super confident guy. So he's Mary Poppins. So we want him to have a strong stance. So let me set this aside. And let's have him looking kind of this way. There we go. Turn his legs naturally that way. And then let's have this kind of firing out like that. There we go. So it doesn't look super amazing as far as this because we can't pose it. I would love for there to be a wire in here for us to pose it, but it looks really cool. I will say that much. So let's turn the legs just out slightly so that it makes sense. There we go. Have him posed well. And there we go. Him putting his hand on his hip. There you go. And let's have that firing off like so. So that'll be good enough for me. And let's put him right here. Does that look? That looks really crazy, actually. Look at that. The way it's kind of just firing off from his hip. Absolutely loving it. Okay, let's move on to our final action figure. Let's set this aside. Let's get guess. Who's our last one? And our last mystery, Marvel Legends, if I can even say it. It is, last chance to guess. You may have seen it on the way out. This is gonna be Jessica Jones. So another great action figure from the Netflix series, different series they have going on. And look at how awesome that looks. She looks absolutely like the actress. Another Man-Thing Build-A-Figure piece. And look at this great artwork right here. The same picture, mirror image. And this great action pose right here. It's like, Urgh. The only part that I regret is that there's no accessories here. You know, at least to swap out the head, swap out the hands, something, you know, because unfortunately, nothing. We do have this huge part of Man-Thing's chest, torso, so on, but come on, you got to give us something. Either way, let's take a look at the back. Let's open this up and let's see what this is all about. So here it says Jessica Jones. It says, when a mind-controlling sociopath named Kilgrave resurfaces in New York City, Jessica Jones must use her gifts as a private eye to track him down before he causes more damage. Absolutely. Look how great this looks in the picture. And it's going to look just as amazing, if not better, as soon as we get it open. All right. So, Mrs. Jones, me and Mrs. Jones. I'm about to have this thing going on. So, look at this incredible, huge man-piece, upper body and torso. Look at that. He's even got a little grass skirt going on. Look at that. And so, this looks so incredible. And look how big it is compared to her. So obviously, you know, this dude's gonna be huge. Pop this back on in here. Whoa! And let's take a look at her. Unfortunately, like I said, there's no accessories, but look, she looks great. Alright, so we got a really good head sculpt. Look at this awesome hair. Now, the hair does restrict head movement, and it's pretty, like, thick. You know, it can still move a little bit, so you can still turn it side to side, but you can't really move it back, because this moves easily, but it's this back part. So, this jacket is actually really soft, and could perhaps come off, but then you still have this leather jacket sleeves when this is just a shirt right here. So it looks just fine like that. We have some excellent mobility, which is one of the words I was looking for when I was talking about Spider-Man. Look at that. On the shoulders, it does not move anywhere on the upper bicep. So the only other place it moves is right here on the elbow. And it does not even come into a 90-degree angle. It's still open, wider than that. So unfortunate, but it still looks great. Let's see, the wrist moves back and forth and around, same as this. Look at that. A little bit of a rush job on the paint, because look, the paint got on the gloves. But still looks good, and that's something that we can still customize ourselves. Did a good job on making this look like a zipper. Look at that, because it's just painted, and then of course there's a little bit of texture here, so I just painted over the texture. It's a little crooked, but that definitely looks like a zipper. These definitely look like zippers, so a nice little bit of love that went into that. Look at that. This looks like a pocket, and it's all because of the sculpt. Okay, so she moves right here, right under the ribs, and moves pretty well. Look at that. So that's awesome. These definitely look like cool skin tight jeans. It's even got a little bit of, color difference right there. And again, with the tight knees. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. So we got really awesome double joints right there at the knees. There we are. So I haven't really loosened it up, which I guess that's good and bad, but awesome. And then here's these shoes, boots, whatever you want to call them. Unfortunately, this is not attached, but I guess it's meant to be that way so that you can still move these really well. Look at that. Some good mobility here at the ankles. And so, let's see. Let's have her with a rocking a really good power stance. And not like a, weak pose. Definitely moves pretty well right here at the hips. These legs come higher than Electra's. So that's really what we're looking for. Turns right here, the high part of the thigh. And so, yeah. Let's give her a strong stance and have her kind of just like really wanting to intimidate. Oh, I can't bring the arms in anymore. So let me give her, think of a different pose. Oh, and I can't even turn them in too much either, because that's as good as they'll come in. So I guess this is a good learning experience. I can't even have her like because the arms don't come in enough. So that limits what sort of poses I want to give her, unfortunately. Unfortunately. See what happens if I turn this. Can I bring it in any closer? I don't know, but I'm gonna turn it around backwards because it looks slightly closer, even though it's not supposed to come this way. That's almost a 90-degree angle, so I guess just do that. Just turn the jacket backwards under the elbow. That way you can have a really good pose at the elbow. Okay, so that looks better. So maybe that's a quick little fix for us. Let's turn this. Let's make sure the foot's good. There we are. All right. Let's just give her a quick pose right here. So all right, cool. So that's what I'm talking about right there. So Jessica Jones, her action figure, her elbows don't come in super amazing, and they don't turn, obviously really high. Neither do Electra's, but they seem to have a little bit better articulation. So, guys, what did you think about this set of Marvel Legends? Are you loving them? Because I am. So, of course, Elektra, just to recap. Look at that. Amazing sculpt, especially that face sculpt. Look at this amazing Yondu. And that almost looks like Yondu. Like, hey, how do we shrink him right here? So he looks overall, and this arrow is starting to look even better right here with this pose we got. And this Jessica Jones looks absolutely outstanding. The only thing is, the arms don't pose as great as we would like them to be. And we also cannot get, we didn't get any accessories with her. So that was a little bit of a letdown. But nonetheless, we're loving all of these figures. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. So if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, let us know which one of these you already have in your collection or anything else you'd like to share with us. So guys, check out our other videos that have Mystery Marvel Legends or anything else from our channel. And we'll be seeing you soon. Thanks again for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.